Michael, how are you?
I'm good, Chelsea. How you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How you been holding up? There's a whole pandemic going on.
Yeah, I mean, I've been blessed to be able to stay healthy and stay clear, and I've tried to take the necessary precautions. So, you know, hopefully we get through this thing.
Well, let's talk about this movie. How much fun was it going toe to toe with Hilary Swank in this?
Look, I've said this and I'll say it again. If you get a chance to play tennis with someone who is better than you, and then you get a chance to play tennis with someone who's won a Grand Slam. I got to play tennis with someone who's won two Grand Slams. And so I'm like, yes, I will do it. You know what I mean? Like it's like almost a no-brainer because I want to get better. So I got to work with people who, have accomplished more, if you will. I'm always leery of better in acting, but sometimes, you know, it's not an issue of better. It's just this person's time has come.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, and Hillary had some great things to say about you. I have to say this because this was incredible. She said, and I quote, "You can turn on a locomotive of charisma and sexual energy on the screen when it's called for." What's your secret, Michael? We need to know.
I'm still like in shock with that quote,
That's what she said.
from the moment I read it, I've just been, just humbled by it because, in my opinion, I try to work hard.
Mhm.
And, if that's how it comes across to somebody, fantastic. I'm grateful. I'm very humble. And I'm just going to keep working hard. So, I still got a lot more work to do, but I'm on a journey, kind of by myself. And, um,
Yeah.
I still have things I want to do.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I mean, if I had to guess the switch, I mean, part of it is like the jaw clench and like the light skin squint and everything, changing the stance a little bit. It's all of that put together that really fuels that locomotive.
I mean, maybe. It was a high compliment for sure.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, and I mean, speaking of high compliments, people are already comparing this movie to Basic Instinct, to Fatal Attraction. How does that feel?
Um, you know, I think it's flattering.
Mm,
I think those movies, especially A Fatal Attraction, it's an iconic film.
yeah.
And so if Fatale ends up being iconic, then fantastic. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I think everybody tries to make a really good movie, and if you're blessed to be able to make something iconic, um, even better.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and it's cool that you guys finally got this movie out because it had been, I mean, the release had been delayed a few times thanks to the pandemic.
Yeah,
How exciting is it that it's out now?
the release was it was supposed to be October, and then it moved up.
Mm.
It got pushed, and then it moved up.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been kind of a yo-yo experience, but I've been dying for people to be able to see it, and for those that will be able to see it in the theaters, I think it'll be an incredible experience. And for those that cannot, I'd say watch it on the biggest screen you can because it's cinematically stunning and worth a presence on the screen.
For sure. Well, and speaking of, COVID sort of interrupting our plans, Tom Cruise recently spoke out about a few crew members violating some protocols on set of his movie. What did you think about what he said?
Um, I think there's a better way to handle it. I understand the anger, I understand the vigor, um, but save that anger for the people in power who have perpetuated this whole thing.
Yeah.
Um, and I understand he was in the UK when it happened, but when I tell you I understand his frustration, I just shot something, and nobody wants to shut down. Nobody wants to shut down, and but I do believe in being professional. And I think you, as the lead and the producer, have to set that tone.
Mhm.
And I think it's incumbent upon you to make sure that everybody else follows suit. And so if you're willing to take the protocols, everyone else should be willing to take the protocols.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
don't I don't agree with yelling at people like that.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah. So you like the general message, maybe not the delivery as much.
You know, the one time I met Tom Cruise, I would have never thought he would have been that guy. So
Oh, really? When did you guys meet?
we met at a reading a long time ago of a script that Will Smith was producing at the time, and just a kind-hearted dude, man. And I wish him the best.
Yeah. Well, last question, Michael. What was your favorite scene that you shot for Fatale?
Um, uh, there were a lot of
So many, that
there was
many,
a
huh?
lot of them. There was one that didn't make the movie that I can't wait to see. Um, um, but I would say from the scenes that are in the movie, um, probably the interrogation scene, um, when I first get into the station and I'm talking to her, and what Dante did with the reflections in that room was just absolutely stunning. And they didn't know that they could do this until we got into that room and we rehearsed the scene. And that's when they saw the reflections and how they could use them to tell the story. Oh, it was absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
It
that's
was
awesome.
beautiful. Yeah, yeah. So I was really, really kind of blown away by that one.
Oh, that is so cool. Awesome. Well, that looks like that's my time, Michael. Thank you so much. Great to talk with you.
As
And
well.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Best of luck with the rest of your interviews.
Thank you. Thank you, Cheslie. Take care.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.